there are two kinds of gigolos walking this earth. There is the broke/hungry gigolo, and there is the one that is actually financially stable, but he has big dreams. Today on my channel, I want to talk about gigolos. Yes, you heard me right. Gigolos. I'm going to talk about them today because I want to believe that my time has passed. I'm already expired. But the younger generation behind me, the younger girls behind me, they need to know. So I'm going to talk about them today, so that any young girl out there that is going to ever follow my video is going to keep these tips at the back of her brain and apply it when she's going to need it in the future. Yes, today I'm going to be sharing some tips with you, my younger sisters out there, as to how to identify a gigolo from afar, as to how to screen them out, as to how to filter all the men that are approaching you in the name of love. I'm going to be sharing those tips with you today, so that you will not be a victim. You will not say, if they had told me, my elders will not tell me. This is me here today telling you. So that if your father didn't tell you, things that your parents couldn't tell you, things that your elder siblings couldn't tell you, this is me here telling you today and sharing it with you. You know, at some point of your life as a lady, you will have to encounter a gigolo, whether you like it or not. That's why I want to gear you up so that you're going to be ready for them. One thing that you need to know is that there are two kinds of gigolos walking this earth. There is the broke/hungry gigolo. That is the broke, aka hungry gigolo. And there is the one that is actually financially stable, but he has big dreams. But instead of working hard the normal way to achieve those dreams, he turns around and uses women to realize his goals. Yes, there are two kinds of gigolos on this earth. There is the broke, aka hungry one, which is the hobo one of the gigolos, and is the one that is financially stable, but he has a lot of dreams, so he uses women to achieve those dreams, women of high caliber. But today, I want to mainly focus on the broke and hungry gigolo, that is the hobo one. You see the broke, aka hungry gigolo, you can find them anywhere. You can find them in the mall, you can find them at the bus stop, you can find them online, but mainly it's online. You have to be very careful online. That's where you will find most of them. And how do you know that is a broke, aka hungry gigolo whenever a guy approaches you? This is how you're going to know. Most times, you will recognize the broke and hungry gigolo when he's 30 years old and above. Because when a man is in his 20s, you know, you can still understand that, okay, he might be still finding out himself, right? He might be still going to school, he might be still living with his parents, it's very normal, he might be still squatting with friends. But when a man has passed his 30s and he's still squatting with friends, he's still living in people's basements, he's still renting a room in people's houses, my dear, 80% of time, that person is a broke, hungry gigolo. Yes, there are some men that go through circumstances in life, they go through divorces, maybe everything got taken away from them and all that stuff, and they find themselves going back to zero. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a young guy that approaches you. When you guys are going to link up for the first time, he will not be able to hold a decent and intelligent conversation. And if you're going to notice, most of your conversations are going to be repetitive. He's always going to talk about how beautiful you are online, your physical attributes, how he loves you already, what are your favorite hobbies and all that stuff. He will never ask you about what you do for a living. And the reason why he's not going to ask you about what you do for a living is because he wouldn't want you to shoot the question right back at him. Because most times, they have really nothing important going on in their life. All they go about doing throughout their whole lifetime is just extorting money from women and just basically using women. That's all they do. So he wouldn't want to ask you what you do for a living. And most times, when you will ask them what they do for a living, all of a sudden, they will get very defensive. They will tell you stuff like, I work. And you'll be like, what do you mean by you work? You just asked me what I do for a living, and I told you I'm a chef. Why is it that now that I asked you what you do for a living, you cannot tell me what you do for a living? That's not fair now. You should be able to tell me what you do for a living. But he's going to tell you stuff like, oh yeah, you know, you women, I don't want you to size me up based on what I do for a living. And you might believe it. You might swallow that pill, because guess what? Anytime a broke gigolo shows up for a date, he always comes up excessively dressed up. Gucci hat, Gucci sweater, Versace pant, Versace shoe, Dr. Dre headphones, shiny earrings like this, everything colorful. Because broke and hungry gigolos, yes, they will be wearing all those expensive stuff. They are always looking so ratchet, because to me, they look ratchet. That's how you're going to know. They are wearing expensive stuff, but they look ratchet. They look ratchet because they are busy online telling women, if you love me, buy me this. If you love me, buy me this shoe, buy me this sweater. So women are busy buying different colorful things and sending it to them. So they don't have control what the women buy for them. So when they come on those dates, they just have to pair up everything that they have to come and impress you. Because we all know that a man that works hard for his money, when he wants to go and buy something, he's going to buy elegant and classy stuff. So a broke gigolo is going to wear expensive stuff, but he's always going to look ratchet. That's another way to know that that is a broke gigolo. But like I said, you are going to let it go when he's going to tell you that I don't want to tell you what I do for a living. You let it go because you know you're a woman. And you're going to be sizing him up like he said. You're going to be like, for him to wear Gucci, for him to wear Versace, it means he must have a good career. He must definitely have money. You're going to believe that. So that is what's going to make you swallow whatever he tells you. But at that moment, yes, you're going to let it go. But after a few months of seeing each other and all that stuff, you are going to notice that you guys are always meeting in public. You're always in restaurants, always in the streets. He will never take you home. Every time he's going to be at your place. If you have your own place, he's going to be at your place. He'll never take you to his place. And if you're an intelligent girl, after like 6 months, you're going to be like, yo bro, listen, like we've been seeing each other for a couple of months and I don't even know where you come from. I don't even know where you live, what is happening. Start complaining. Of course, if you're normal in your head, if you're sane in your head, you start inquiring, asking questions. Then he's gonna know that, okay, now this is a bomb that's about to blow. So now he's gonna have to show you his place. But before he shows you his place, he's going to be like, okay baby, I'm going to show you my place. He's gonna go home and reflect over it and find a way to get you to understand certain things. All right, when he's going to link up with you the next time, he's going to be like, okay baby, can we please sit down somewhere, I need to talk to you. You will like, okay, you need to talk to me about what? He's gonna be like, you know, I've been living with people, you know, I've been squatting with people, I've been renting a room in this person's house, I'm still in my parents' home because, you know, I've been looking for my missing rib, I've been saving money. I didn't want to move out and be spending huge sums of money as a single guy. I was waiting for my missing rib so that we can get to rent together and, you know, split the bills so I'll be able to save a little bit more and all that kind of stuff. He's going to tell you all the reasons on earth why you guys should move in together. And eventually you will tell me, okay, let me think about it and all that stuff. And when you go home that day, you'll start using reverse psychology on you based on what you told him at the beginning of you guys meeting. If you told him stuff like, oh, I was with this guy and he left me after a couple of years, he never loved me, I thought he loved me. He's going to be messaging you all night, how baby, you know I love you. You need to trust me. You will have to trust someone again. He's going to send you all kinds of sweet messages and you'll be like this in your bed at night. Oh my God, Cinderella movie. Your hormones will be all over the place. Start making excuses for him. You know what? Don't be so difficult in life, girl. Just give him a chance. You know, what is there? There's nothing there. Moving together with him, you know, last time you were not even living with the guy, but the guy still dumped you. You know, but this time around, you get to know him. So you start making excuses for him, not knowing that that is the beginning of your downfall. If you make a mistake and moving with that guy, broke gigolos, like I told you previously in my introduction, I see gigolos as hobos. All they are looking for out here is shelter, somebody to feed them. Basically, they are looking for their mama. They are looking for their mothers. That's what broke gigolos are looking for. If you make a mistake and moving with a broke gigolo, for the first few months, he's going to help you pay rent. After like 4 months, he will start coming up with different games. He's going to tell you stuff like, I need to send money back home, baby. Something's wrong with my family back home. You know, so I won't be able to help you with the rent. He'll be telling you every day different stories. The reason why this guy wanted to move in with you is because if you met him and he was in his 30s already, when you meet a 30-year-old guy that doesn't have his own rental unit, he's all of a sudden in a hurry to move in with you. Sometimes even you'll be like, okay baby, let's move in together. But we're not going to move in where I'm actually living. I want us to actually go and look for a better place. He's going to be like, no. Why do you want to go looking for a better place? Let's just go at your place and don't be so difficult. Let's stay where you are, you know, let's start from there and later on we can move. But you know why he's doing that? Because like I said, he doesn't have anything credible doing. He doesn't have a constant pay that comes in that he can show to any landlord to be able to secure a unit. He doesn't have a good credit score to be able to secure a unit. That's why he's in a hurry to move in with you. So when you're moving with him, at the beginning he's going to assist you, but he's going to gradually start playing games depending on what kind of person you are. If you're a baby mama, like in the diaspora, you're a baby mamas, most times they end up on welfare. They end up living in government houses. So most times they give them houses, but the rent for those houses is really cheap. And most times the government is even the one that ends up paying it. So most times when you have a gigolo come and stay with you. You're going to tell him about the whole system, thinking that he's with you, but he's going to use that against you. When you start asking him for money for rent, his contribution in the house, telling you stuff like, but this is a government house. They are paying your rent. Why do you want me to contribute? The government gave you something for free. Why can't you give a brother to something for free? And now you, because as a baby mama, like I said, most times, most baby mamas, they have low self-esteem. Because they already have kids, they think that, okay, no man is going to want me. So now you'll be forced to stay with him. And that guy is going to manipulate you. If he has a little job on the side, he's going to be saving that money. And he's going to be even extorting your government money from you. So he's only staying with you because he's trying to save money. And he's also trying to get other ladies on the side that are going to be his security tires in case something goes wrong. They're going to be his spare tires. So that by the time you finally open your eyes and maybe kick him out, you will have somewhere to go. If you're a girl that is paying normal market rent, eventually, if you're a smart girl, you will eventually kick him out. And he knows that eventually you're going to kick him out, but he wouldn't care. He's going to give you different excuses and be piling up his money and be saving whatever money he's making. And he's going to be looking for other women to take care of them because, like I said, they are hobos. They'll keep jumping from one woman to the other. They will not care. See, if you have made the mistake to move in with a gigolo, this is what you should do. When you're moving with him, don't put your guards down. Observe him. Do not put your guards down. Because broke gigolos, those guys, if you don't open your eyes, they are going to destroy your life. They don't come for construction, they come for destruction. If you don't shine your eyes, you are going to use your 2 eyes to cry later on. When you're moving with him, tell him that this is how much I pay for the rent. If you want to be eating in this house, this is how much you have to contribute for the groceries. And observe him. Most times, most of them, the first 4 months, they'll be giving you money, no problem. They'll be pretty consistent in how they give you money. But after a few months, they'll start misbehaving, coming out with different excuses. Hey, baby, my mom is sick back home. I have to send money back home. Can you handle the rent this time around? That's how it begins. When you start seeing those traits, my girls out there, the first time you can say, okay. Second time, okay. Third time, throw him out. Throw him out. If you met a man that is more than 30 years old, and when you met him, that man didn't have his own unit that he's renting. That guy is not a responsible man. He wasn't a responsible man. That's why he tries to rush things to move in with you. If he starts playing games, 1 month he doesn't pay the rent, 2nd month, 3rd month, throw him out. Do not waste time. Because like I previously said, they mainly target baby mamas because they know that you believe that because you have kids now, nobody's going to love you. When you're moving with a broke gigolo, observe all his moves. Most times, those men, they have a time span that are going to spend with you. And that depends on how stupid you are. And that depends on how, basically depends on how intelligent you are. They can size you up. They know how to determine that, okay, this one is stupid enough to be able to just let me be for a couple of years. This one is naive enough. So they have a time span. When they come into your house, like I said, they don't stick to one woman. They might be living with you, but they have 20 lined up. Maybe you're number 13 on the list. And each and every one of you have a role. That's how bad they are. So when he's in your house, what you're going to do is that observe his moves. Most times they like to stay up late at night. They're always on their gadgets, on their phones, talking to different women in different countries, in different continents, different cities. Because as he's living with you, he's getting money from women online. Women are buying clothes, buying shoes. He told you how he has issues at home, how he cannot pay the rent this month. But you're going to see a new shoe. One day you guys will be going out, you'll be like, okay, just stop, let's go out. You see he has a new shoe. You'll be like, where is that shoe coming from? He's going to be like, I've always had it. I always had this shoe now. Didn't you know? I'm not supposed to show you everything. And you'll be like, you always had this shoe. Yes, I always had it. It was just in one of my boxes in there. You just never seen it. All they want to do is just rely on women to take care of them for the rest of their lives. And my ladies, when you're moving with a gigolo, with a broke gigolo, be careful with your sexual ways. Because it's always those broke ones. Their sperms can swim as faster than the speed of light. Be very careful. Wear condoms. Even if you have to use super glue to glue the condom there, wear condom. Take birth control pills. Plan B, put them to your access. Do not joke with gigolos. Because most times, as they're having all those ladies, especially when they're reaching their 30s and 40s, they are going to have this one stupid one. Because the one they always end up having their kids with is the most stupid of them all. It's the one that they find the most naive. That's the one that they're going to target and impregnate. You're going to be the one that they're going to use to be laying all their kids. And when they're done laying their kids, so they start giving them headache, they will leave you and they will go. They will abandon you with the kids. They're going to be okay knowing that they have kids somewhere with a woman, and they're going to keep living the gigolotic lifestyle. So you will have to be careful moving in with a gigolo. Be very, very, very careful. Why did I say protect yourself? Because most times, like I said, they move in with the one that they know is the most naive. When they know you're not naive, they're not going to move in with you. They will not ask you to move in with you. No. They're moving with the one that they know is the most naive. So when they're moving with you, immediately they want to start engaging you into having kids. They start telling you stuff like, if you love me, give me a child. Don't you think it's time for us to meet mommy? And they know that that's the only thing that women want to hear. When you tell them, don't you think it's time for me to get to meet mommy? You're going to get excited as a woman and you start planning things. All that thing that he's telling you is just to sweeten your body. By the time you open your legs and he's going to impregnate you, you forget about meeting mommy. When you score one goal, you'll be like, okay, how about we marry now? How about we go and meet mommy? You'll be like, wait, I'm not ready yet. Wait, until you lay like four different batteries. Now he will dump you and he will move on with his life. Like I said, be very careful with these broke gigolos. To me, they are hobos. They are going around looking for shelter. They're like migrating birds, but they migrate from woman to woman, looking for different things. They are never satisfied. And they know that they're always going to be useless for the rest of their lives. One thing you're going to notice is that when you throw out a broke gigolo, he will never beg you. You can even come home randomly, kick him out. He's not going to beg you. As he's in your home, not paying the bills. That is how he's online using your internet, chatting with other girls. He's going to leave your house without begging you. You know why he's leaving your house without begging you? Because he has somebody outside already that he's going to go to. That's why he's not going to beg you. They always have someone ready to receive them. They might come back maybe after a week to say, oh yeah, sorry. Because maybe they still have something that they want to collect from you. That's why they come and say sorry. But if you throw out a gigolo just randomly, when a man has invested in you and really loves you, if you come home and tell him, okay, move out, that man is going to beg you because he has invested in you. But a gigolo, he will look at you dead in your face and tell you that, okay, just give me a few minutes to pack up my things and I'll go. I'll be out of your way. And you will not believe it. You're only going to use your two eyes to cry. And some broke gigolos too. Observe. When you start living with them, when you let them move in with you, your money will start disappearing in the house. If you're somebody who likes to carry cash, you start stealing money from your purse. Today, your bank card will disappear. You will reappear 3 days after. You're always going to be looking for something. You start selling stuff in your house. Someone will see, he sold your TV, he sold this and sold that. You start selling things in the house. And if you have kids out of age, you will start beating your children. You start accusing your kids in the house. We're stealing my money. And he's going to be behind you and be like, ask those your children. It cannot be me. I cannot steal. But he's the one that has been going in your handbag and stealing your money. Broke gigolos, they don't have respect. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your emotions. That's more reasons why you have to be very careful. When you meet a man in his 30s and he's not stable, instead of you moving into his place, or instead of him looking for a place for you to move to, he's the one moving into your place, my dear, that is a gigolo. So like I said, at the end of the day, they will never target intelligent women. They go for women that are not that intelligent, that are very naive, and they know how to shoot their shot. They know how to identify you. That is one of the reasons why when you meet a man, learn how to close this your mouth. Learn how to close this your mouth, because gigolos, they are very good manipulators. Whatever you tell them at the beginning, that is what they are going to use to manipulate you tomorrow. So learn how to close this mouth. And whenever you meet a man, and all of a sudden he's always like, are you not going to buy me this thing? Are you not going to do this? And he doesn't do the same thing for you. My dear, leave him. Because most of them, when they meet you at the beginning, they'll be telling you how, me, I'm not a cheap guy. When I'm with a girl, I do this, I do this, and do this. Forget that thing. It's not in the mouth. It's about the actions. Observe him. It's about actions. Be very observant. If you buy him something on Valentine's Day, he doesn't get you anything. He gives you excuses. The next Valentine's Day, he doesn't buy you anything again, my dear. Leave that relationship. Dump him. Because gigolos are professionals at telling stories. When they meet you, like I said, they're going to wear all those expensive things on them. But at the end of the day, if you observe very clearly, they're wearing all those things, but they're always looking very ratchet. Because they don't work hard for their money. Like I said, they're wearing a collection of things that are collecting from different women from all over the world. And they're wearing all those things because they're trying to impress you. So he's going to combine Versace with Louis Vuitton, with Gucci, with Prada and all that stuff just because he wants to impress you. But he doesn't have anything like this in his bank account. Shishi, he doesn't have. So be careful. So that is how you'll be able to identify a broke gigolo. When you meet a man that's past his 30s and he's wearing all those brand names on him, but he's not able to secure a rental unit. He's not able to pay his rent consistently when he lives with you. He's not able to contribute in the household for food. My dear, run. Kick him out of your house. Kick him out, whether it's winter or, because you try to be sorry for him. At the end of the day, when he gets to deal with you, you will not understand what happened. Because a gigolo, when he is tired of you, they have a time span that they spend with every lady that they are with. The more you give him headache, one day you just come home, he has packed all his things and left. If you don't give him headache, he will stay there. And he will keep playing you, and playing you. One thing I want you to remember is this. If you see any of these traits in a man that you're living with, dump him before he dumps you mercilessly. Because a gigolo is never going to have a hard time leaving you because he has not invested in you. That's why they have a hard time contributing for rent or other stuff, because they enjoy eating other people's money, but they don't want that money to be eaten. Because they know that if you eat that money, they will not have an easy time leaving you, because if they leave you, another man is going to come and continue the journey. So when it's time to dump him, dump him. Do not feel sorry for him. Do not fall for all those sexual things that he's doing to you, for all those good words that he's telling you. No. Remember, everything is about actions. Dump him before he destroys your life. And do not go about ignoring red flags. Because some of you ladies out there are going to say, anyway, he left me now with his kids, but karma is a bitch. My dear, yes, karma is a bitch. But I'm not going to be sitting around for somebody to use me to practice karma. That's why you need to use your senses that God gave you. You're not going to be there. Something is in your face for you to see and make a decision. And you will keep being naive and ignoring it and be relying on karma. My dear, him leaving you behind will fuck it. What is karma going to do for you? And gigolos too, broke gigolos. If you fall on those ones that are good in bed, he's going to be using dick to cloud your brain. Because some of them, they are professional at that thing. And you know that a woman, when you are receiving good cucumber, some circuits will be twitching in there. You're not going to be able to think right. You want to throw him out today, but he's going to use something to enter you down there. You're going to forget whatever he did to you. So be wise. So I've given you these tips. It's for you to be wise and to know how to go about things. If there are some tricks that I have forgotten, comment down below, because I'm here to educate you just as you might also be able to educate me, alright? We can learn from each other. So be wise out there. That is all I had to say. If you like what I'm all about, if you like today's topic, thumbs up. If you have anything to share with me, comment down below and subscribe to my channel, alright? Bye.